I don't deserve you. You should be with a real girl.
Okay, so wild dreams. I had the most wild dreams last night. I had two of them because I woke up from the first one and was like, holy shit, that was scary. I'm so glad that was a nightmare. And then I went back to sleep and I had the second one, which was just wild. So the first one, me and Kevin were like on a space station. And it was a space station that kept getting like attacked and invaded by like these aliens, right? And they would come, and then the space station would like, the space station had weapons. It would try to fight them off, like, but then the weapons wouldn't work, and so then like aliens would just destroy the space station weapons, and then they would land. And when they got there, they were always looking for Kevin. So we were like, the first time they came, and then they kind of like went away. And then, so it's like the rest of the time we were like trying to prepare for them coming back, you know? And like, okay, how are we gonna do it, right? And so like part of that, there was like this guy. I knew who he was in the dream, but I can't remember who he was anymore. But he was helping me prepare, and like, and my only like everyone's doing all this crazy like techno stuff, you know, like getting weapons ready, you know, this shit. My only job was to change the diaper. And like, so, and the first part, there's like this other human. It's like all these aliens and everything, right? The first part, there's this other human helping me, but he like put her in a diaper that's like way too small, and so and then but and on okay, so then while that's happening, like the aliens come again, right? And there's this whole scene in my mind of like the weapons powering up to like take on their ships as they come out of warp and all this shit, like it's totally cinematic dream. It was so vivid. And so anyway, as the alien ships are arriving, like that tension is building, right? We're like trying to put these diapers on, like they're gonna be here any second, like oh my god. And so the first diaper is way too small, and when it gets done trying to put on the first diaper that's too small, it's like it's just a diaper. There's no baby. We're like, where's the baby? And he's he's gone and like hidden in this suitcase. So we find him, like Kevin's just gone and hidden in this suitcase, and we find him because there's like he peed or whatever. So then we get him out. Then we put a regular sized diaper on him, and I'm like the hero for being able to do it, right? It's like, oh yeah, this guy's got the diaper skills. And then, so that happens, and then Kevin goes with the guy who was helping me and becomes part of this guy's disguise. This guy was like another human, but he's disguised himself as sort of like this big giant alien. And like you can see Kevin's head kind of like popping out the top, and then they hide it, you know. But then the fucking aliens show up, and it's scary as shit, dude. Like they come in, they're like this whole crew of different aliens, and they just start like torturing people, like and the very first person to get tortured is like the guy that has Kevin in the suit, and then this giant alien like steps on him, you know, and like you don't know if he's alive or dead, right? You feel like Kevin's fine, right? Because they didn't find him. But then that alien goes on and he like totally like mutilates some other people, and then the other aliens start getting into the act, and they have all these like unique ways of killing people. Like there's this like bug like snot alien that's just got like green slime all over him, and then there's this other like cat alien that's just like slicing people with his claw, and like and like even his own alien crew are like, dude, chill, okay, here, stop killing people. And he's like, okay, I'll stop. And then like he kills somebody else real quick. I'm like, holy shit. And it was so scary. So these aliens were called like the Bulmonians for some reason. Like they had a name. They were, I think it was the Bulmonians or the Bulmons or something like that. And we're just like, holy shit, fucking Bulmonians. And then so finally, like I'm hiding, like just I'm somehow hiding somewhere, and I'm only partially hidden, and I don't want to move, right? I don't want to breathe or move, And then finally, like, I get totally hidden. Like, there's a cover over me, and I'm just like, oh God, you know? And then I wake up. Something in me realizes, like, this is just a dream. Like, just wake up. This is too scary. Like, you don't have to be here, right? Everything's fine. Kevin's not in any danger. Like, we're not in any danger. And I wake up, and I'm just like, holy shit, that was scary. Okay. So that was the first dream. And the second dream now was pretty crazy, too. Okay. So, like, we're in the Antarctic. And, they're like having this contest between 3 animals to see who is like the best at. It's kind of like that animal Olympics thing, except it was like for some reason it was a dolphin in the Arctic, which is weird. That one, we went. There was like 3 days of events, and the dolphin was winning all the things, right? And so, and then on the 3rd day, I'm kind of like swimming with the dolphin, and the dolphin's getting ready to compete, and then it's like, whoa, here comes a porpoise, and this porpoise swims up from like the bottom of the ocean, and then it's like, it turns out like, so the dolphin was ahead, but it turns out the dolphin went to go start a family with the porpoise, and now they fell in love. And so there's no more of this 3-way contest. And then it just immediately turns into this. But so the dolphin went and fell in love with the porpoise, but now check out these animals. And but they all shot, like, they were all like electric animals, like electric eels. They all shot electricity. So there's just this whole scene in my mind of all these animals shooting electricity out of their mouth, like, at each other and into the water, and then going swimming. That's crazy. Oh man, I forgot, dude. There's this whole scene in the first dream where like there's heroes fighting each other, and there's this one crazy scene where there's like these 2 space witches who their faces were familiar to me. I think they were like the girls from Saturday Night Live, but they went and fought these other 3 space witches, and then the evil space witches, and like there was this whole scene where it was like all crazy, and then the 3 of them took out one of the other 2, and said it like left it on a cliffhanger, like you didn't know what was going to happen, but it was like one of those things.
How'd they fight?
Yeah, the way they fought was crazy. It was like the two good witches were walking along, and then like this little grenade kind of pulls up next to like this little ball, you know, rolls up to them, but you know that it's kind of like evil or whatever. And then so they power up, right? They're like, their eyes start glowing, and like they get, and then it's kind of like they're just fighting in these clouds, like they all create these clouds around them, and then they start moving around really fast, like exploding, and then something happens, and one of them falls down from like in the sky, comes toward the camera, and you just hear the other witch like, no, my friend, no. And then,
Wow.
yeah. And so I imagine at that point, like, she just gets pissed and just kills all the other 3, and she comes back later. Yeah, that was like one of the craziest parts. It was all crazy. It was insane. Something about being out here in the Terlj Mountains brings out some crazy dreams.